Welcome back and congratulations on reaching the third week of our Python video series. So far we've covered some complex concepts including code organization and branching. In this module, we're going to explore another fundamental programming concept, loops. Loops are used to get computers to perform repetitive tasks accurately and efficiently. This is because computers can repeat the same tasks over and over again without getting tired, unlike humans. In fact, the ability to automate repetitive tasks is one of the key strengths of programming, and you'll see why in this module. We'll be covering three types of loops in Python, namely while loops, for loops, and recursion. While loops are used to execute a block of code repeatedly as long as a certain condition is met. For loops, on the other hand, are used to iterate over a sequence of items and execute a block of code for each item. Finally, recursion is a technique that involves a function calling itself repeatedly until a base case is met. In the next few videos, we'll go through each types of loops in detail and learn how to write code for them. We'll also cover when to use each type of loop and what scenarios they are best suited for. But before we dive in, I want to encourage you to keep going. Learning to code isn't easy, but it's incredibly rewarding. With each new concept you learn, you're a step closer to being able to build amazing things with code. So let's get started with our first type of loop, the while loop. In a while loop, a block of code is executed repeatedly as long as a certain condition is true. Let's say you want to print the number 1 to 10. Instead of writing 10 print statements, you can use a while loop to do it with fewer lines of code. For example, in this code, the variable I is initially set to 1. The while loop then executes the block of code inside it as long as the value of I is less than or equal to 10. Inside the loop, we print the value of I and then increment it by 1. This process continues until the value of I is no longer less than or equal to 10, at which point the loop stops executing. We'll be exploring more examples of while loops and other types of loops in the next videos, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching and happy coding.